On the screen is a YouTuber named Cynthia G. Now, she makes videos talking about black men, primarily portraying black men in a negative light and talking about their affinity to like white women. She talks about, I'll just name the titles for you guys right now. I'll just straight up and say it. One of her videos say, "Do black men deserve respect and submission?" Now, that title is a rhetorical question because the answer is already predetermined. The answer is, for her, in her eyes, it's no. She's only asking that question because she wants people to click on the video. Now, all of these videos that she's making, she's getting like 50K, 40K, 70K, 40K. So the average views is probably around 40 to 30 to 40K or 50. Most of her videos get over 40K, 30K views. The lower end is 30K. You never see a video of hers that doesn't hit over 30K. So, because she's actually able to make money with this stuff, vilifying black men, there's obviously a market for that. There's a big market out there to shit on black men, right? There's like a huge market. And then the black women are always gonna, they're gonna go over there and they're gonna, follow her channel and say, "Girl, you right. That nigga ain't shit. That punk ass nigga ain't shit." It's all, and then she makes videos about Kevin Samuels because she wants to hop on that wave. But, I find it interesting that she keeps talking about black men. I don't understand why she does that. It's continuously talking about black men. Okay. But she's been doing this for like a year or 2 years so far. She's been doing this shit for like years. And she hasn't really accomplished anything other than making the relationship between black men and black women worldwide much worse. Definitely increasing the animosity between both genders, fueling the gender war. She's got 76,000 subscribers right now. She's doing very well for herself on YouTube. I can guarantee you she's making, a decent chunk of money on here. And fair play to her, this is a capitalistic society, so you gotta try and make as much money as possible. But at one point, at what point does it become about integrity instead of money? Integrity over money, I wouldn't even be surprised if there's someone funding her behind the scenes to make these videos. She has an agenda. She has a market, The drug is black men ain't shit. That's the drug. And that drug she's selling to black women. Black women need to believe that black men are are the biggest problem in this society. Okay, but then at what point do you start to look at solutions? Because if I'm looking at a math problem and I'm talking about all of the strategies, if I'm looking at a quadratic equation, I'm thinking about all the strategies and everything. I'm thinking about all the strategies that I can use to figure out that quadratic equation. I could use completing the square, I could factorize, I could use the quadratic formula, but at what point do I actually solve the equation? And in this case, at what point do I actually try to look for a solution between black men and black women and try to heal the relationship? She's only here to make a quick buck, guys. She's not here because she cares about y'all. She doesn't give a fuck about the relationship between black men and black women. And obviously she presents herself well for the camera because she knows black men simps are going to subscribe to her. She knows what she's doing, I wouldn't say she's an attractive woman. I think she's above average. She's not overly attractive, but she's intelligent. She makes good arguments at times, but they're disingenuous, and she tells a lot of half truths. You see what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't tell the full truth. She tells half truths, and that's just what she does. So, and then there's another video that says, "Why don't black men defend themselves against anyone but black women?" See, she always peddles that narrative that black men are always battling black women because they're scared of white men. And sometimes that may be true. The truth is the truth, but at the same time, at what point do you think to yourself, okay, I'm making all these videos, but I'm making all these videos. At what point do I actually try to do something about it? Like, but your answer is obvious. But your answer is super obvious because of money, capitalism, because of money. If she finds a solution to the problem, the money train stops because people will stop watching her videos. As long as the conflict keeps going, she makes money. So it's not in her best interest for her to stop talking about these videos and to stop making these videos and to stop peddling the narrative that she's peddling. She has to keep doing this shit. And, these pictures right here of her, these model pictures, she used to do these back in the day, and there's actually a lot of pictures on the internet of her with white people too. She's pictured with a white dude, a white woman at a club. She has pictures with white women at clubs and white men at clubs, man. Like, you trying to tell me she wasn't slipping on that cock? Come on, man. She's an influencer, so she has a duty to care about the videos that she puts out. She's not married. She's single because there's no man that I know on the planet that would ever put up with the stuff she says on YouTube, man. It's cool. It's a gimmick. It's a persona. She plays a person, she plays a character, and she makes money, and that's how she makes her money. Fair play to her, man. She was able to capitalize off of YouTube early. She was able to get in and get out. Boyce Watkins is actually the guy that created this bitch. He created her. He created this monster. She's unstoppable now because she's created such a large following that there's nothing that we can do. There's nothing we can do to stop her videos. There's nothing we can do to make her stop. She's going to continue making these videos, and she's going to continue making money, continue getting popular, continue everything. Like, and let's not forget about the fact that she had a cereal with a dude that's a trash bag that she calls black men dusty, but she had sex with a dusty dude, and now she's a baby mama to him, and she complains about it. It's like she complains about black men, but she still likes black dudes. I mean, of course, she's black. She's gonna like black dudes. That's obvious. Most people are likely to stay within their own group. That's fine. That's fair. That's fair game. I understand that. I mean, I'm not railing against that. What I'm railing against is her narrative and her propensity to keep talking about and peddling the narrative that black men are to blame for everything in the community when that's not the case. I actually liked her videos in the beginning, but she fell off the rail a little bit because she knew that the videos that she was making early on, shading on white people, weren't gonna make the money that she needs to make. She wasn't gonna be able to put bread on the table, man. Like, come on, you guys, use your brain. She knew she wasn't gonna get nowhere peddling the narrative that white people are to blame for everything. Then she switched to black men ain't shit, and then she gained a huge following of black women. And she keeps doing that because she knows there's a market to fill. There's a huge market to fill. That narrative that black men are to blame for everything, that's cool. I mean, it is what it is. That's her narrative. That's what she does, and that's the videos she makes. I'm not even mad about it. I know it's a narrative and I know it's a persona, but I want the audience to think about it for a second. Like, really think about Cynthia G and why is she doing this? Why is she making these videos? And it's always about the why, and then you got to follow the money. I mean, of course, she's monetized and she has a vested interest in making sure her YouTube channel takes off, and it is taking off. She's almost got 100,000 subscribers, and I think she probably will reach a wide audience. Yeah, that's all I gotta say, man. Hopefully, she changes her mind and she stops doing this stuff, but I'm not holding my breath. I don't think she's ever gonna do that. I'm not like I'm really not thinking she's ever gonna. She ain't gonna do that, man. Come on, let's be honest. She ain't gonna do none of that.